Okay, so this is going to be part of our MMA series. We're going to be starting off with close guard, dealing with a striking opponent. Now with the close guard, with that guard in general, you want to treat it a lot like stand-up, okay? When I have good control of his head and arm, I want to be very close to him. When I have no control, I want to be very far. So if I'm not able to pull him in tight, I'm always going to try and create more space with my feet so that he can't actually hit me very hard, okay? But in this case, we're going to be looking for head and arm control. So we're dealing with someone throwing large punches. Now first thing, I need to know how to use my knees properly. I'm going to always be trying to use my knees to break his posture rather than my arms. My arms are relatively weak compared to the rest of my body. I want to be able to push with my knees or pull with my knees to bring him forward. Now for my arms, I'm going to have my arm bent at about a 90-degree angle, more or less. That way, if he does try and punch me, I have a large surface area to block the bicep. As opposed to using my hand, it's a small target. His hand might miss, his arm might go above my hand and actually connect. So I'm having my forearms up and I'm going to keep my head forward so that there's not this gap where his hand can hit me, okay? Now from here, as soon as he starts punching me, I'm going to pull my knees forward. I'm going to block both his biceps with my forearms, and then I'm going to let my arms slip so that both of them go over top. My left arm is going to wrap up for an overhook. My right hand's going to control the head. Again, let's turn. Block, block. And then this is only going to happen for a second. I'm going to slip my arms over top, control the head, control the tricep by wrapping up his arm. Now once we're here, just spread your base and sit low. There we go. Once we're here, sometimes people are still going to be trying to hit you with their free arm because I got his right arm tied up, but I don't have his left arm tied up. So I'm going to be always trying to move away from that arm. Turn a little bit this way, other way, this way. Okay. From here, he could punch me in the ribs or the head. So if he's trying to punch the ribs, I try to move my ribs away from him. If he's trying to punch my head, I hide my head so that he's not able to make a good connection with his fist. And I cross my feet. Now from here, if he really winds up to try and hit me with his left arm, I'm going to use my forearm to block, and I'm going to bring my knee up at the same time so that my foot goes onto his hip. At this point in time, I'm still going to be hugging him with this leg so that he doesn't posture up too much. I slide down to the wrist and control the wrist. We got 2 feet on the hips. This allows me to maintain space so that he can't drive into me. From here, we're going to start to attack the neck. There's a variety of ways you can do that, but we're going to go with the most basic one. I'm going to push hard with my left foot on his hip to maintain space, and I'm going to kick this leg way up in the air to try and create space between his elbow and his ribs. I'm going to punch his wrist to the side at the same time. So kick and punch, and then pull my knee in, slipping it out and over top. Once this leg goes over top of the shoulder, my knee needs to touch the side of his head. I'm going to push off of his hip with my left foot to create the angle. Both my knees are going to squeezing his ears, and I'm going to cross my ankles. I have a straight armbar here if I want it, but let's say I want the triangle choke. I'll let go, and I can bridge to bring that arm across. My left hand's going to grab a hold of the ankle. My right hand's going to grab inside the knee, and then I'm going to do little pumps with my left leg to get into position. Once I get the correct angle, I put my knee over top of my ankle, pull my heels to my butt, and squeeze my knees together for the finish. So do that one more time. Block, block, slip the arms over top, control the head and the tricep, move my hips to the side, and hide my head. If he's still trying to punch me, I'm going to block with my forearm and put my knee in position and hug his shoulder. I square up my hips and put both feet on his hips. Try and create a bit more space if I can. Kick that elbow, punch the wrist to the side, and then pull your knee in to let it slip through. Hips to the side, knees together, cross your ankles. Bridge, pull that tricep across, grab your ankle, grab the knee, and pump your leg until you get the correct angle to finish the triangle choke.